I believe Shulk now has the new Monado art. Monado drip. Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. This is part 102 of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Last time we got started on our way over to Alchemoth because we gotta find some way to take on the Fog King. And we can see what we can do. And we met some group of very peculiar Napon along the way called the Pawn Spectres who are going to help us in our journey through the various battles. The only battles, though, they're not really that important to the story. They don't really show up at all. But yeah, I have switched up the styles, actually, because Style 2 looks so good on them. Style 2 looks really great on Shulk and Melia, honestly. I mean, here's the hoodie, too, for Shulk. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna put the hood. He's a Sith Lord. He's a basic Sith Lord. He's got the drip now. All right. So I think that style looks really cool. Like it looks so good. It looks so good. Sator Rogel. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Whisperwind Crossing. So here in this particular area, you may actually recognize these from the beta Bionis Shoulder. The beta Bionis Shoulder has all these wooden circular platforms that surround some of these pillars on the Bionis Shoulder, right? And because of that, and who knows what they were used for? Who knows? But these look relatively similar to that. Like the ones in the final Bionis Shoulder actually look relatively similar to these. And it's pretty damn cool that you get to walk around these. I think these are the only ones in the in all of Bionis Shoulder that actually do have something like this. So it's something. Just a little bit of an interesting trivia for you. But oh Jesus. Yeah, no, we're gonna take care of this thing because I really don't want anything to get in the way of what we're about to do. You know, before we head over to Alchemoth to take care of business.
It's over.
There you go. That's what we're talking about.
But we cannot be reckless.
Quality beak, because of course. I just literally noticed all these collectibles right around here on the bridge near that very familiar looking island. But before we head to that very familiar looking island, we got a quiet moment. And this is also one of my favorites, and probably the first one that you're going to see. A life without visions.
Ah, Shulk.
Did something catch your eye? Wow. What a view. It's nice to see the capital like this.
Being able to see it from here, it's enough to make me tense up. In all honesty, it's making me consider my position and standing.
I see.
My brethren, who transformed into Telethia back then, and those who survived, feeling the sadness that seeped into this land. And then, my father and brother's expectations, calling me the hope of the High Entia. I must be an empress worthy of taking on that mantle. But I don't know how. Much as I hate to admit it, I have not been able to find the right answer yet.
Melia.
Shulk, you of all people must surely understand. You who secured a future for all of us in that decisive battle.
You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about what my visions were.
Oh?
The future that Zanza wanted. That was certainly one of the things I saw. But we fought to deny that future. And in doing so, forged our own path. That's part of it too. But now that I can no longer see them, I find myself doubting. Were we really, actually determining our own fate all along?
Well, it's a good question. But look, you have saved me more times than I can count. That did not come about because of your visions. You used your own judgment, and you chose to act, did you not? And thanks to that, I believe I've grown as an individual as well. I hardly think I said anything funny.
I'm sorry. You're right. I want my actions to have meaning too. Not to craft Zanza's future, nor defy him and bend the world to a future of our design, but to give the freedom to choose. To all beings that call this world home.
Freedom to choose, huh? What would my father and brother wish for? I wonder.
I don't think you need mystic visions to work that out. They just want you to be happy, right?
My gloom is no match for you, Shulk. It's just as you say. To become the hope of the High Entier is a fate I choose for myself. Those were the words Father imparted to me. There is no need to fear. That is how my brother encouraged me. I've been so impatient and homesick. I nearly forgot those most important words. I can hear Father lecturing me even now, chiding me for my foolishness. I give you my thanks, Shulk.
It's nothing.
To lack clear-cut answers is hardly a sin, but a sin it would be to cease searching for those answers altogether. For the High Entier who live on in this land. Nay, not only the High Entier. For the sake of all the people of this world, that they may decide the future as equals. That is the vision I choose to guide me. That is the future I wish for.
Yeah, if anyone could make it happen, it's you. But I won't lie to you. The road ahead will be long and arduous. I hope you won't mind me lending a hand. After all, that's the future I want too.
Shulk. Indeed, it'll be my pleasure.
I really love that quiet moment. It's honestly also one of my favorites. And that also leads me to something that you probably would have noticed by now. Well, before we go off to Alchemath here, let's discover Sultan Arcel Island, where we see the remnants of Eretz Sea at work. Okay, so, you definitely already noticed that the voices are a little bit different. And I know what you're thinking, and no, it's not true. Shulk and Melia are indeed being reprised by their original actors. That's Adam Haldon as Shulk, as he's always been, and Jenna Coleman as Melia, as she has always been, even though during this time she's become like a big star in like the UK. They both came back, which is really nice and all. They both really did, and they do, and I feel like they do a genuinely good job in this game. Or in Future Connected, at least. I feel like Melia sounds beautiful. Like, Melia really sounds beautiful. I mean, as much as I like her voice in the original game, she definitely sounds like older here. Which really makes me think like it probably should have been 10 years rather than like a year. Because did she ever go through puberty? Like, her voice got like really deep. And honestly, I really don't mind it. Because I think Melia's voice sounds beautiful for all the new lines that Jenna Coleman recorded. Shulk, I feel like I'm in the mixed bag sort of territory, honestly. Like, look, don't get me wrong. Hearing Adam Howden again as Shulk is great and all. But I don't know, something about his voice acting seems a little bit off to me. Like, he sounds much higher than he usually did. I mean, he sounds pretty much just like he does in certain moments. And for his acting, he still does a relatively great job. But it's just something about the tone of his voice feels a little bit off to me at times. I don't know. This is basically probably going to be the only time I'm going to actually comment on this voice acting situation.
We can't lose.
Because you're hearing a mix of old and new lines. Like the old archived lines from the arts and everything else. That's all Shulk right there. That's all plucked from the original base game. That's including Shulk and Melia. But for all the new lines that, you know, that the voice actors reprised, for all the new lines that the VAs had to do, it just sounds a little bit weird to me. Kind of off-putting, but not really enough to be like, you know, that noticeable, you know? So yeah, I think the voice acting in Future Connected is pretty good. For all the characters reprising their voices, I mean, aka Shulk and Melia. I think they sound great. It's just I gotta get used to the whole fact that Shulk sounds just a little bit different. And also I have to get used to the fact that there are no visions. Fabled ID tag. Oh, there goes my chest. Oh, there it goes. There it goes down into the depths of forever. And we're gonna get that item later. It's all good.
Why would all those Telethia be gathering here in one place?
Transporter, over here!
Huh?
What is it?
The transporter is running.
So it is.
But how?
Maybe somebody activated it.
In any case, we can't afford to dally here.
Agreed. Let's go.
It's good to be back.
Home of Miss Melly needs some reading. Housekeeping been slacking off.
Very true. We'll have our work cut out for us. What is it?
Look up there.
What is that thing?
Look like hole in sky.
That's simply impossible.
This world is still in its early days. That could explain the instability. That, or it's still being reborn.
Does that really explain this?
It could do.
That Fog King creature. Is it from...
It's a possibility.
In that case, it may well be lurking nearby. Let's stay together and keep a close lookout.
King of Fog not scary to Kino. Kino, how about turn around and toe to face? Bye-bye! Gotcha! Little joke there. No, big meanie. Ah! Mama?
A child's voice. Where?
Up there! Over there!
The child is in danger. Quickly. Are you all right, child? Wait, Talon.
Ah, Miss Melia. You too, Shulk? How did you...
We can talk later.
It covered in black fluffy mist. So that scary King of Fog?
Yeah, maybe so.
Let's give it our all.
Jazz number 2, baby. Let's go. Snowwall Taos. Well, not really sure if this is the Fog King, but we should do our best anyway. And you know what I thought of the first time I saw that Talon was in danger? The side quests mattered. Yeah, no joke. Talon was a NPC in the original Xenoblade that we helped out so long ago. The side quests mattered. That was more of a mind blown to me than anything that this new epilogue could ever do. And I feel like that's amazing. Okay, so Snowwall Taos. It's got gore, obviously, pretty much just like all these heavy-hitting, beasts do. I believe it's got its own little talent art, which we can easily block with our level 7 Monolith Shield. At least I hope it is. Because if it doesn't, then we're probably making a liar out of us. You can technically help out that Pawn Spectre if you want to, but... Or rather, you can help out that Pawn Spectre that was near the stairwell if you want to, just to gain an additional ally. But we actually had more important business to take care of anyway, so... Yeah, might as well just leave that Pawn Spectre to die for right now.
King of Fog all cleared up.
We can only hope. Look! The rift!
It's...
Oh no! Oh no!
That beam!
What about it, Shulk?
That was the same attack that brought down the junks.
Then that would mean...
It looks like we found our Fog King.
Yes, I would have to agree. What now, Shulk?
We might as well try. Nay.
Understand.
It won't work! You can't even land a scratch on it.
Mama!
Melia! Kino!
Leave to me! Ye faithful of pain!
Begone!
King of Fog, bright dust!
It is just as Maxis said then.
Melia! Let's pull back!
That would seem wise.
Okay, this should be far enough. Those things can't follow us all the way out here.
Oh? And you're certain of that?
Yeah, sure. The Telethia will keep us safe.
The Telethia will?
Well, that's what Radsum said. Though I don't think they realise it themselves.
Ah. Right. Your mother was one of the affected.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't thanked you yet. Thanks a million for saving me back there.
Why were you alone in such a place? You could have been hurt.
Sorry, miss.
He get told? Pipe down, not obvious.
I snuck in to gather research material. But then I tripped over some rubble and,
And that's when you were spotted, huh? Were you the one who activated the transporter?
Yeah, I was given special permission so I could conduct my research. That said, I normally don't go anywhere without Big Sis.
You have a sister.
Well, we're not actually related. We've just been living here together.
If I remember correctly, you wanted to transform Telethia back.
Yeah. Oh, hey. My lab's over on the far end of Zen's Thoroughfare. You want to come with? We can talk more there, where it's safe.
You have your own laboratory.
Not as grand as my old one, mind.
We still don't understand the Fog King, or the monster that attacked Teelan. Maybe the Telethia are connected to all this. Teelan's research could help us make sense of it all.
Yes, indeed.
The thing that attacked... Ah, you mean the Fog Beast?
Fog Beast? Is that what you've been calling them around here?
Fog Beasts always appear around the Fog King, so the name seemed appropriate.
Makes sense.
Right, I'll be going on ahead.
You won't be guiding us on the way?
I need to clean up, else there won't be anywhere to stand. All right, see you.
Hey, wait!
He's gone now.
What is it about science boffins? Always doing whatever they please.
Huh?
He get told? He probably have it coming.
Thrice damned fools. They think to second-guess the will of the divine.
And here we go with another bit. A shop selling arts manuals has opened. In the arts manual shop, you need to exchange art coins for art manuals to level up your favorite arts. How do you get art coins? Well, by defeating unique monsters and fog beasts, of course. Defeating a given monster for the first time will always grant an arts coin. What about the coins I already earned? Well, fog art coins received for unique monsters and fog beasts you defeat before the shop opens should already be in your possession. You can check the shops you own at the art manual shop. So, there you go then. Now with fog beasts in the mix, we have another type of unique monster. And because of that, we can actually go and do the arts manual shop. Let's do that thing. Now, these art books are the advanced type, and you need art coins to do it. Basically, think like affinity coins, but, you know, they're far less complicated. She has art. The art shop is for has every single art. So, every single one of Shulk, Melia's, Kino, and Nene's art books are all here and accounted for. Well, except for Monado arts, because Monado arts are already able to be upgraded to level 10 anyway. I'm thinking I want for Shulk anyway. Backslash and Slit Edge. I like this. I like those arts anyway. So that's one reason for you to defeat unique monsters, to get yourself some of that good old coin. And because of that, you can upgrade to level 10 as per usual. Let's upgrade Monado Buster. And let's upgrade Backslash, Slit Edge, Stream Edge, and that's it for Shulk. For Melia, let's upgrade Summon Earth, Flare, Bolt. Kino, you can upgrade Heal Kaboom, Heal Pure Round, Curity Pure Round, and Shield Kaklang. What the heck? Shield Kaklang. Jesus. What are these names, dude? And for Nene, Hammer Beat. Wait a minute. I just realized. What? Okay. There we go. I just realized that I gave up Bone Upper for Chive Sabat, which is one of the arts that I went with anyway. So I'm like, what the heck, dude? What did I even do? Chive Sabat, please. Yes, level up Chive Sabat, or Bone Upper, then Chive Sabat, and then Sword Drive, please. I probably could have used Sword Drive anyway, so it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't even know. All right, Burrow Plaza. This will basically be the last thing that we do story-wise anyway, so it won't be much longer anyway. But along the way, we could see an example of an art coin being won, so let's find the perfect target to test this on, aka Highborn Alexandra. All right, let's go then. Let us go. Highborn Alexandra has a spike, Zephyr's Counsel. Oh, what kind of spike is it actually? Well, I'm not really willing to find out, so Monado Perch. And yep. Now, of course, since we don't have the ability to actually use the new all-out attack yet, putting this thing into a sort of topple lock or whatever is going to be a little bit difficult. We can still do the Aura Seal, which is nice, but without some form of, you know, stunning it, things are going to be a lot harder. Like that. Like, Melia can just literally die right there. So, yep. Oh, it's got a damage spike. Okay. I think it's like a range spike, I think. It's either a range spike or just a pure damage spike. My guess it's just a ladder.
Barely a victory at
Oh,
all.
there.
Thinking about time to...
Jesus Christ. Woo! That was, all I had to literally do was just go for the old damage over time aspect, and then there you go. I got an art book coin, and that's what it sounds like if you had a close call. Oh my god. Man, that was, oh! Yeah, Highborn Alexandra is definitely the toughest fight that we've had so far. It's just like, yeah, that Spike ain't nobody's fool, and all I had to do was just literally control Melia because she's the one with all of the damage over time stuff. So that's a given. That's a given cool thought. Alright, but now it's time for more important matters, obviously. And, of course, you want to watch out for these high-level Gogol, or slightly high-level enemies out here. Because there are Gogol and Pharises around here. And they're at a modest level. You can kind of take them on here. I mean, if they don't have something like incredibly stupid or something. Which, knowing this game, they probably will have something incredibly stupid. But, there you go. I'm not taking on any more Pawn Spectre or side quests just yet. We're gonna wait on that a little bit. Zen's Thoroughfare. So, this is where we need to be. And, oh, the objective's right over there. Okay. There's a side quest over here, but again, I'm not taking that on yet. Shoulder Stone Screet! 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 I don't even know what I'm saying. Shoulder Screet! Alright, before we get anywhere too crazy, let's go over here to the Sky Bridge, where we will end up at a gorgeous view at Teelan's laboratory.
How many times have I told you, you do not go there alone?
But I really needed that material.
Doesn't matter. Why did you disobey me? If something happened to you, we would lose everything.
Tyrea?
Melia!
Huh? Wait a second. You know Melia, big sis?
Tyrea's your big sis?
Right. That explains how you came to the capital just in time to save Teelan's skin.
Sorry.
Sorry for the trouble. Truly. Although I am glad you were there.
Yeah, you really helped me out, Shulk, Miss Melia. And you too, Kino, Nene.
Tyrea, I didn't expect to see you here, helping Teelan with his research.
Yes, well,
Tyrea, she's changed.
Teelan, I'm going outside for a bit to get some air.
Got it. I didn't know you all knew Big Sis Tyrea. How'd you meet each other?
Well, that's because Tyrea and I share an older brother.
Huh? Does that mean you and her are sisters then?
Sisters? No, it's rather more complicated. But sisters we are not.
Well, still, that means you know her from way back. What was she like? I've only known her here, in this place, so I gotta wonder how she was before.
She was... She was strong, both in body and in her conviction for doing what she thought was right.
Wow! Pretty much the same as how she is now then. When it comes to our research, she's even more committed than I am.
So she has not forgotten her mother.
Where did you and Tyrea meet?
It was when she saved me from the Fog King.
On a trip to Alchemoth, like today.
What? No. At the time, everyone was still living there.
Before the Fog King showed up?
Yeah, and then, after we all escaped, I was kind of on my own, so Tyrea brought me here for safety.
One moment. Teelan, was your father not still around?
My father was killed by the Fog King.
Is that so? I'm sorry.
Teelan just like Xeno. Brave little pun.
I think I'll get some air too.
Go ahead. I've still got things to ask Teelan, so I'll stay with him.
Good, thank you. Shan't be long.
Miss Melly, Xeno go too. Xeno, please read room.
Tyrea,
Of all the people to meet out here,
how did you...
pure chance. After everything, I wandered aimlessly looking for somewhere to die. Then, at some point, I landed here.
So then, you were here all along?
That's right. And so, when the capital fell here, I thought Mother had finally granted me my boon.
But it was full of Telethia, and survivors cast adrift. Not to mention this Fog King.
Yes, he'd be the one to end it, or so I thought. Until fate had me save Teelan, and death ceased to be an option.
Your mother, she did not grant you a dying place. She gave you our future by crossing your path with Teelan's.
My helping with Teelan's research is a simple matter of give and take.
If you really believed that, you would not have treated him half so warmly. I can tell that when you look at Teelan, you see family. Even if it was once transactional, his research concerns the future of our race. That fact remains.
The future of the High Entia, huh? And what about you?
Me?
You must have heard. Our brethren in this land are suffering.
Yes.
You are the Imperial successor. The Crown Princess, war or no war? No. Empress now. What will you do about the future of our race?
I have not planned that far ahead. However, I know enough to realize what I must do, right now.
I hope to see it. This future you will build for us. And when I do, I hope I'll be able to accept what I now am.
Empress Melia, so you are ready to lead us after all. It shall be my privilege to clear the stones from your path.